Alright, hello everybody. Let me preface. This is 100% my opinion, my experience with this weapon. I do have over 1,200 hours in Hades 2. Over 1,000 of those are on the aspect of the Morrigan. I play the Morrigan a whole lot. It's my favorite aspect by far. I speedrun with it. I play High Fear with it. I speedrun High Fear with it. Let's get into a guide. Let's make a guide. The basic function of the weapon, its main gimmick, is you hit the enemies with an attack, a special, and an omega move to deal 777 damage, or however much damage your blood triad does if you have any modifiers on it. The triad does not care about crit, the triad does not care about global modifiers, the triad only cares about specific hammers and the Hexes legendary boon to increase its damage at all. In addition to that, unlike normal Blade's Omega attack, the Omega attack on the Morrigan costs 15 instead of 10, and it sends out 2 additional cleave attacks along with the main attack. You see the Omega attack applied the little mark on Skelly here. Omegas are the top mark, specials are the right mark, and normal attacks are the left mark, and when you get all 3, you do the blood triad damage. Basic combo is you throw your special, you normal attack into dash, and then you omega to teleport back onto the target and have your special hit it multiple times. Or like have your one special thrown work for multiple triads. That is the goal, and as well you should have your cast down for the Fury's Arcana card that we'll talk about later as well. So again, special, normal attack dash, into Omega release. We dash to have the Omega charge slightly faster than it would otherwise normally. If you dash while doing, if you normal attack dash, it charges slightly faster. That is the basic combo that normally happens. You can also it's the same combo, but you can also initiate with the Omega to teleport, to have movement. Omega, special, normal attack, dash, and then you just keep looping. You just loop like that. It just has a different start. You just start the loop at a different point. For Arcana, when I'm running rerolls, not J-Pom, not Fate Swim, this is what I run normally. Sorceress, for channel speed you need Sorceress. Basically required to have any sort of fun on this weapon. Furies again for increased damage while they're in your cast. That's why you want your cast down while you're doing your combo. Swift Runner is very good for sprint speed. Sprint speed is very nice because you can have your specials chase you around and you can hit multiple enemies with them to trigger triads. With Swift Runner, it's a lot easier to have your special do that. Without Swift Runner, it's more annoying because you don't have the speed to do that. It catches up to you faster. Swift Runner is good. I have ran this previously if you want Wayward Sun safety. It's nice, it's good. You just have to keep in mind that you don't have Swift Runner. So if you want to be chased around by your special, you need to dash more to do that. Rerolls, very good of course. This is the reason why we're not running J-Pom, you're running rerolls. Boatman, extra gold, very good. Also enables the this card here. And we run strength, of course, over death while speedrunning because it's damage. We like damage. Origination, 2 curses for more damage. We like damage, just get 2 curses. Huntress, normal attack and special damage while you're less than 100% magic, where most of the time less than 100% magic, it's more damage. When I'm running at Fate's Whim with the Jeweled Palm, run this. You drop rerolls. Excuse me. Drop rerolls. You take Messenger and Artificer and Persistence. It's very nice. Persistence, extra magic helps a whole lot in the early game, just for more Omegas. When you don't necessarily start with the Apollo attack. Messenger's just a nice iframe. It's nice. It's good. Also enables Divinity with this column. Same with Artificer. Enables Divinity and allows you to get more major finds more early, which can help you speed up, especially again while you're not consistent, like while you're running without rerolls and without a god start, therefore with less consistent of a build. At high fear, you can trade strength for death, because at high fear with scars and pain on, you take a lot more damage, so you want more effective health, and you cannot heal, which means strength is less valuable. So death is very good, of course, as expected. You can also drop Artificer for Eternity if you want, which is very strong. Eternity is very strong. You can trigger the slowdown on every, like anytime you charge your Omega, which you can cancel the charge with a dash. So you trigger the slowdown on every time you dash, which is very strong. It keeps you very safe. It's a very good Arcana card if you're just trying to push fear. It is a time loss, so I don't run it while speedrunning. I usually run this and then maybe go death instead. But if you're just looking for clears, just looking to clear high fear, highly recommend Eternity. For high fear Dream Dive specifically, I have been dropping Boatman for Unseen and then running Death as well, because Unseen's really not normally a great card at all. But in the high fear Dream Dive specifically, it is extremely likely that you run into a situation where you need a gain. It's required to have a gain to go fast, but you don't have a gain. But you had zero opportunity to get a gain. So having Unseen helps with that, helps cushion that. Would it be better to take Boatman and just hit a gain? Yeah. But that's much less likely in a Dream Dive. So I have been taking Unseen over Boatman, specifically in high fear Dream Dive, and high fear being 62 fear. Arcana, we talked Arcana. Hammers, I've once again prepared a tier list of the hammers. Where's my OBS? Hammers, by far the best hammer. Not close at all. Sweeping Ambush, assuming you can sustain it. Sweeping Ambush gives you plus 400% extra damage on your Omega attack for the trade-off of increasing the cost by 20. It is so good. It is by far the best hammer on the Morrigan. Again, the Morrigan's Omega attack sends out the 2 extra cleave attacks on top of the main attack, and all of those get the 400% damage. It's very good. The description also says it increases the area, because it increases the area on the other blades. It does not increase the area on the Morrigan. Doesn't matter. You don't need it. It's so good. It's so strong. By far the best. Assuming you can sustain it again, and you want to be sustaining it. You want to be sustaining it. Final Slice is in the tier below. Very strong. Very, very strong. Final Slice gives you 300% extra damage on the final attack in your attack combo and makes that attack much, much larger. And on the Morrigan, let's go back to the game, your attack combo is twofold. It's that, and then it's that. So you can spam out that final attack of the combo extremely frequently. Extremely frequently. It's very, very good for room clear. For room clear and for keeping you safe. It's very good high fear for that reason. It's not very good at boss damage. It's not very good at boss damage. It's okay in certain boss situations to keep you safe to finish out a phase, but you generally don't want to be final slicing very often in bosses. You want to be Triad chaining instead, because Triad chaining is just better for boss damage. Wicked Onslaught increases your attack power by 20. Very, very good. Very, very good. Your that plus 20 attack power, again, based on the mechanics of Hades 2, gets multiplied by any sort of damage increase you have, Origination, Furies, and then any sort of like attack increase as well, like Sweeping Ambush is 400% extra attack damage. Sweeping Wicked, a very good combo. Rapid Onslaught is now in this tier as of post-release patch 2, because previously, what Rapid Onslaught says it does, it gives you 35% attack speed, which would imply that it applies to your Omega, which previously, before post-release patch 2, it did not. Now it does. Now it also increases your Omega attack's channel speed by a lot, and it's very, very good. It increases the amount of triads you can output, increases the amount of sweeping ambushes that gets outputted. Sweeping ambush, rapid onslaught, another extremely good combo. If you are at your second hammer, you already have sweeping, and you have a choice between these three. You take one of these two, depending on your preference, depending on what you have. You take one of these two. You don't take Final Slice. Final Slice, probably the pick on your first hammer, depending on the situation. But second hammer, likely one of these two over Final Slice. In the tier below, we have Skulking. Skulking is 150% attack damage if you are backstabbing. Skulking Onslaught, that is. Skulking Onslaught is good. It's not as good as these two, but it is still good, especially because of the Morrigan's weird attack shape. It's like a circle in front of you. You can frequently get the extra backstab damage while you're not actually behind the enemy. It's kind of weird that way, and better than it looks because of that reason. Now we have the brands, the brand hammers. Banshee Brand, Phantom Brand. Very good as well. In any fear, I probably take Skulking over these two. In high fear, because Triads gain a lot more value in high fear, Skulking probably falls below, and we take the brands instead. Banshee Brand is a 33% chance to have your Triad activate twice. It is very strong. Phantom Brand is plus 222% to your Triad, so your Triad becomes 999 damage instead. They are very mathematically similar. Banshee Brand is slightly better. Banshee Brand can also get buffed by success rate. It's just, inconsistent. But I like Banshee Brand more if you have the choice between. I think it's more fun, and it is mathematically slightly better. Again, extremely good, especially in the high fear. They gain a lot of value in high fear because Triads are more valuable because you get more Triads off, and they are less likely to overkill enemies. In the tier below, we start getting into the special hammers. We got Sinister Pinion. Sinister Pinion makes your special deal damage 100% faster. It's fine. It's okay. It's not great. It's not anything super amazing. But, occasionally you get a few extra Triads. And then specifically, if you are running Surface, if you hit Dionysus, if you hit the Grape Juice, each tick of the special gets the plus 100 power from Grape Juice. Sinister Pinion makes those ticks happen twice as fast. Pinion Grape Juice is a very funny combo, but that's like the main use of it. Outside of that, it's kind of ass. It's not great, but it's not negative, which is better than some other hammers. Then we have Melting. Melting is the armor break hammer. It's plus 500 damage to armor on your special. It's okay. Again, it's not negative. It can help on things like Draken or Queen Lamia, just armored mini boss Argonaut. Armored mini bosses, it can help there, but again, it's not great. It's okay. Reaper. Reaper is just plus 15 power on your special. Again, it's not negative. It's just extra damage, but it's like. It's not special. I mean, it is better. It is on the special hammer, but it's nothing good. It's nothing amazing. And then we have Hidden Knives. Do I put that here? Put that here. I don't remember what I did before, but I'll put it here. It's just 20% special damage, and your Omega special shoots out two or three additional projectiles. It's not good. You will notice I have not talked about the Omega Special on the Morrigan yet. That is for good reason. It is ass. Omega Special, garbage. There is 2 specific use cases for it that are very extremely niche. Outside of those 2 uses, garbage. Ass. You don't want to use it ever. Then in the fucking super garbage ass tier, we have Sure Shot, which I misspelled. Nice, huge. Sudden Flurry, Dancing Knives. Sure Shot Flurry. Make sure your specials have longer range, and your Omega Special fires in a straight line. Again, we don't care about Omega Special at all. Garbage. Specials having more range can mess up your Triad chaining in some certain situations, or it can benefit you in other certain situations. But the beneficial ones are not very often. The negative ones are much more frequent. It's not good. It's negative. You don't want it. Sudden Flurry gives you, what, like 40% Omega channel speed? Omega special channel speed, specifically. It's very bad. Again, you don't want to be using your Omega special ever, pretty much. You don't want to Omega special. So not only is your hammer not doing anything that's good for you, but if you have too much Omega channel speed, if you have too much channel speed on the Morrigan's special, sometimes you'll press the special button, and it'll just be an Omega special because you have too much channel speed. So Sudden Flurry makes that more likely to happen, and therefore is very bad. Dancing Knives is the worst hammer, by far. It's not close. Dancing Knives gives you 15% special damage, which, wow. And then gives you, it makes your specials bounce to other enemies. But what it doesn't tell you is that on single targets, your special hits the enemy one time and then comes right back. That is terrible. That ruins your Triad chaining. It limits you to one Triad per special. It is so bad. It is so bad. Terrible. Worst hammer. Never pick it. Garbage. Alright. That's hammers. What do we got next? Boons. Let's talk boons. The main attack that you want, the best attack in the game, is Apollo's attack. Apollo attack is the best by far. It's not close because of the extra area. The extra area is the reason why you want Apollo in your pool. Oh, one of the main reasons why you want Apollo in your pool. Again, we covered that your O attack sends out those extra cleave attacks. Those extra cleave attacks, in addition to the main attack, are bigger because of Nova Strike. Therefore, you're more likely to overlap the boss on the or to hit the boss multiple times with one Omega attack, because it'll hit with the main strike, and then the extra cleave attack might hit the boss again because it's just bigger because of the extra area. It's very good. It is the best attack for that reason. In addition, just, make your normal attack much safer to use and much easier to hit with, and therefore getting more triads as well. Other attacks, because if you're not running rerolls with Apollo start, you might not get Apollo in your pool at all. Other attacks that are good: Hera, Hitch is a great effect. Hera attack in extremely high fear and 62 fear plus might be better than Apollo in certain situations. Because Hitch is just that good at that level. It's very, very good, extremely strong. In any fear, it's not nearly as strong, but it's still good. Still good attack. Ares, especially after the buffs where Grievous Blow is stronger, Ares is good. If you're playing at high fear, Ares attack is less strong because of the Vow of Wards consuming the wounds attack. Wounds gives you plus 50 power on the attack that applies wounds. It can be very strong because that plus 50 power is multiplied by things like Sweeping Ambush and stuff. But if you have the Vow of Wards on, then the wards kind of, ruins that on most instances. But again, they buffed Grievous Blow for some reason, which is extremely strong. Gives you a chance to do double damage, so, applying wounds is a good effect. As well as, applying a Curse for Origination. Aphrodite has the highest attack bonus, but something to think about is that the extra cleave attacks can sometimes be out of range of the extra bonus. Doesn't mean Aphro attack's bad. It's just something to think about. If you pick up Aphrodite attack, that some of the cleaves might not get the damage bonus unless you get the Island Getaway Duo, which can be quite nice to eliminate that awkwardness. Zeus is good. Zeus attack good on almost anything, so it continues to be good here. Hephaestus is fun. It's very good if you get it at a high rarity, at a low cooldown. I don't like common Hef attack. I don't like taking it. I really like epic Hef attack. It's really fun. especially if you get good playing duos. Demeter's okay. Demeter's eh. It is a percent attack, but it's a very low percent increase. It applies a curse for a rage. It can open duos like Cherished Heirloom, but other than that, eh. Hestia is okay for fear. It's not for speedrunning. Scorch generally damages too slow and cannot crits, so it doesn't benefit from Antler. But it's okay in high fear. It's fine in high fear if you're just looking for clears. Poseidon attack, Wave Strike, garbage. Don't like it. I don't like it. Damage is okay, but it's not amazing. And the knockback is obnoxious. It's obnoxious on this weapon. I don't like it. Don't recommend it. Don't like it. Special boons. I really like Hephaestus special. You don't even need rarity. It's just very nice for burst damage. Very nice on the mini bosses to burst them down. Very nice for certain bosses just to phase them, like Sirens. You can phase Jetty a lot easier if you have Hef special. It's very good. Very nice. Zeus good, Blitz good, of course, obviously. Ares, again, they buffed Grievous Blow. It was already really good, now it's stronger. Ares special continues to be good. Other than that, open a duo, open a legendary, apply a curse. Poseidon special's okay. Again, the knockback can cause issues, but the damage is more significant, so maybe the trade-off is worth it to you. I still don't like it, but it's pickable at least. The knockback is less obnoxious on the special than it is on the attack at least. That's something. For casts, I like Hera cast, rather. Hera cast is what we're talking about. Casts. Hera cast applies Hitch in an area, which is very strong. Very, very strong. Very good on Sirens and other multi-boss targets, or multi-target bosses. Other than that, Poseidon applies Froth, and Froth just having Froth in your boons opens up success rates from Hermes, which is very strong. Other than that, just apply a curse, open a duo. In high fear, the casts that strip wards, such as Rapture Ring from Aphrodite, or the Smolder Ring from Hestia, gain extra value as well. Because getting rid of wards is valuable, and the AoE damage is also very good as well. Storm Ring as well, just for single target damage from Zeus, also good, but again doesn't apply a curse and less good at area stripping wards for high fear. Rush, you want Blinding Rush. It's the best rush. It's not close. It's very good. You want the sprint speed, and the Daze is also extremely strong. Other than that, if you don't have Apollo, apply a curse, open a duo, open a legendary. Like Frigid Rush is probably the Frigid or Smithy, just to open Cherished Heirloom. Or Frigid Rush also helps protect you against projectiles, which is good. Also good. But Smithy Rush, not really for the damage, for the blast effect. Although you can get it with Furnace Blast to apply glow, which is nice. It's mostly to open premium service if you don't get the attacker special on Hephaestus. Yeah, other than that, open a duo, open a legendary, apply a curse. Don't take Poseidon. Don't take Breaker Rush. Knockback, again, obnoxious for the Morrigan. Would not recommend. Does not even apply a curse. Would not recommend. Gain boons. Gain boons are extremely important. Again, we are using our Omegas often. We want cost increases on those Omegas. We need a good gain to sustain those cost increases. Best gain in most situations is, of course, Born Gain from Hera. Assuming you have a big enough magic pool, you basically just have unlimited magic. Extremely strong, very good, highly recommend in most situations. Other gains, Lucid Gain from Apollo works. Just other than that, you just want gains that can get you magic while fighting. Lucid Gain from Apollo, because you're placing your cast down in combat, you are getting magic back, ideally. Cardio Gain works. Cardio Gain was also, I don't think it was in the patch notes, but there was an interaction changed where previously to post-patch or post-release patch 2, Cardigan's effect would only trigger one time on the Morrigan special, despite it, ticking over and over. Now it triggers on every tick of the Morrigan special, which is a lot stronger. It's a lot better. And it was already pretty good. So, I still wouldn't run Cardigan unless you have the Jeweled Palm. But if you have J-Palm, Cardigan's even better than it was. And it was already pretty good. And it works when you don't have a large magic pool. And that is very valuable in certain situations, like High Fear, where you have Hubris on. You might pick up a Static Shock to prime a lot, or a Trusty Shield. It's very good. Cardigan's very good now. And it was already pretty good before. Other gains, Flood Gain works. Again, you just gain magic in combat. In High Fear, it falls a little bit because combats are longer, bosses are longer, so you run into the cooldown more often. But in any Fear, Flood Gain usually works perfectly fine. Tranquil Gain gets a bad rap, but is very good. You just need to be mindful of when and how you want to use it, and you need a large enough magic pool where you don't need to use it in bad situations. You can save, you can refrain from using it until it's a good situation to use it. But it's very good. Grizzly Gain is still bad. Despite the buffs, it's still not good. It's not good at sustaining sweeping, and therefore not good. It's not consistent. It's still chance-based. It's still just a worse version of Cardio Gain. It has one saving grace, one niche situation, and that's Sanguinary Saver, which was buffed. If you are running Ares Attack, maybe pick up a Grizzly Gain if you're going for Sanguinary Saver. Still not recommended, but if it's the only gain, it's takeable. Still not recommended. One second. Who's left? Zeus. Ionic Gain. It's similar to Tranquil, it's just worse, where instead of standing still, you have to go pick up the thing and stand still for a second. Not good, wouldn't recommend, just pick Tranquil instead. It's takeable if you have a large enough magic pool, but it's not great. Glamour Gain, it's okay in High Fear just to apply the weak everywhere, and just to have a gain of some kind, but again, very bad at sustaining sweeping, or other cost increases, and therefore just generally not preferred. And then of course Tough Gain, also bad, because we don't want to be getting hit. And when just don't get hit, and therefore Tough Gain does nothing. Other boons of note, just mostly things to look out for in terms of like build, like what you want to build towards. We want exceptional talent. Ideally, it's the best legendary for the Morrigan. So we want, of course, we want Apollo Attack. Of course, we want Blinding Rush, and we want one of those four. The best of those, like Extra Dose, Supernova, Backburner, Prominence, Flare. Backburner is the best one out of those. Again, we get the foes with days take more damage if struck from behind. Again, the Morrigan can sometimes backstab in weird ways because of its weird attack shape, and it's just more damage. Extra Dose is okay as well, and open success rate, and then Prominence, Flare, Supernova, open exceptional talent, so they're still worth taking for sure. The other, yeah, we talked about Premium Service a little bit, but again, it's you take a blast effect, you take a defensive Hephaestus boon, and you take an offensive Hephaestus boon, and then you open Premium Service. And it increases your Triad damage by 222, the same as Phantom Brand. It's basically like getting a free hammer, except, well, it's not free, but it's like an extra hammer. It's very good. It's very strong. We talked about Sanguinary Saver again a little bit, but yeah, with its new buff, it is worth trying to get if you have, specifically if you have Ares Attack. Ares Special, it is more damage. It's okay. It's just not as good. But again, if you get Ares Attack with Sweeping Ambush and you get Sanguinary Saver, that extra 100 wounds power, very good. Very, very good. And then the other classic speedrunning duo is Cherished Heirloom between Demeter and Hera. Mostly for the Antler getting plus 20% crit chance. Very good. Very, very good. And then there's, if you're running Clangs, you want the Clang duos. If you're running Hera, you want Fine Line, and then the Ripple Effect duo. There's lots of things to build into, but those are like the main few that I wanted to point out. Artemis. From Artemis, we just want things that increase our crit chance of things that we use. Pressure Points is okay, just everything. Pounce is really strong, especially if you have Sweeping Ambush. Vital Signs, very good. Lethal Snare, very good. Death Warrant's okay, same as Pressure Points, just more crit chance on occasionally. It's fine, it's workable. Killing Stroke, bad. We don't care about special crit, usually. And we don't want to prime, especially for that sort of effect. And then Whisper Prayer, of course. Maybe I should talk about Hexes. I don't think I talked about Hexes in my previous guides. Hermes. Hermes, we like Racing Thoughts, we like Channel Speed. If you already have Rapid Onslaught, you don't need Racing Thoughts anymore. But if you don't have Rapid, Racing Thoughts, good. Nitro Boost, Sprint Speed, good. Nitro Boost and High Fear gains a lot of value, not only for the speed, but also the barriers are extremely valuable in High Fear. Quick Buck, good for economy. Travel Deal, very good for extra boons, and also gives you a bit of an economy boost. And then Success Rate. Very, very strong. There's a reason I pointed out things that open Success Rate, because Success Rate is very strong. Not only does it buff all of those things, all of the crit effects from Artemis, the Grievous Blow, the extra dose, the ripple effect, so many things. It also buffs just White Antler itself. Gives you extra crit chance on White Antler itself. It's very good, very, very good. The Dionysus, again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Grape Juice is very funny when combined with the special. If you pick up Grape Juice and you throw your special, the special gets plus 100 power on every tick. Very strong, very funny, and definitely worth thinking about if you have Grape Juice. Other than that, Super's good. Super's good as well. Worry Free and High Fear, of course. Where is... Yes, there's Selene. We'll talk Hexes. Twilight is very good in High Fear. Lunar Ray has a niche in High Fear and a funny meme beam potential damage on surface specifically, but not amazing. Moonwater is good for safety in any fear. Obviously doesn't work very well in High Fear, but in High Fear you can use it as a supplemental gain. Like you can use it to gain magic back a little bit. It's okay. Night Bloom's very good in High Fear, not great in any fear. Wolf Hell, same thing. Just safety on Wolf Hell. Eclipse is okay. Godsent is good for room clear. And then if you have a boss like Cerberus where you can place it and maybe hit him with it, it's okay. Or Typhon. And then Wolf Howl. Where's that? Right, yeah, right there. Wolf Howl specifically, if you hit the lethality node and you have Grape Juice, you can do a really funny combo where you use Wolf Howl, you pick up the Grape Juice, you throw your special, and then each tick has plus 100 power, and each tick is also a guaranteed crit. It's very funny, extremely niche, not common at all. I've only hit it like once or twice. But it's funny. It's funny. Keepsakes. Again, if you're playing rerolls, you start Apollo if you want Apollo attack. If you're playing Fate's Whim, not rerolls, you start J-Palm, of course. Second region, if you're speedrunning, you take Fig. If you're not speedrunning, you're just pushing High Fear or something. Timepiece, very good. Region 3, speedrunning. Athena's good in Fields. Or Olympus, like you can get rid of natural Athena, which is a time loss in Olympus. Or you take Droplet. Like, taking Athena does break Fate Swim. If you don't want to break Fate Swim, Droplet's very good. Channel Speed, Move Speed, very good in Fields. Very good for the weapon in general. If you need magic, Wheel is also a good take. Like if you have a lot of cost increases but haven't hit a lot of extra mana, take the Wheel. It's good. You can take the Hammer. Again, it is a gamble. You could hit Sweeping. You could hit Dancing. It's a gamble, but you know, maybe you hit. Region 4 is, of course, the most optimal choice is Antler, if you are speedrunning at all. Even in high fear, Antler can be a very strong take just to clear, because if you kill things, they can't kill you. If you're not taking Antler, if you're speedrunning, you can take Fang. Take Fang. Fang's fine. Just extra damage. If you're playing high fear, highly recommend Pin, assuming you are playing with Death Defiances. Pin's very strong in high fear. It's very, very good. Familiars. Rocky is the default for speedrunning. Extra crit chance. Again, crits in this game are plus 200% damage. They are a 3x multiplier. Crit chance, very, very strong. Rocky gives crit chance, therefore we like Rocky. If you want more consistency with magic, you can take Hecuba. I don't like taking Hecuba because I like crit chance, though. Because I like crit chance so much. But, you know, if you're multi-running, maybe you pick up Hecuba. High fear, Gale. Gale is so strong in high fear. When you turn on Scars 3, Pain 3, avoiding 3 hits in every region is so very strong. Makes Antler a lot safer in high fear as well. Very, very good. For Vows, for speedrunning, of course, we run Frenzy 2. Makes enemies spawn in faster, move towards you faster. Just speeds up the run. Frenzy 2, highly recommend if you're speedrunning, it just makes you faster. If you're running Underworld, you take Shadow, because it doesn't slow you down that much. And the Shadow Spiller mini-boss is much, much faster with the Vow of Shadow on. If you're running Surface, you can take it off because there's nothing that speeds you up unless you are playing around hitch damage, but that's niche. And Shadow makes it a lot scarier, especially if you are playing Antler and Summit. For Dream Dives, I leave Shadow off because generally you don't want to hit Erebus anywhere in Dream Dives anyway. And if you hit Erebus, surely you just don't hit Shadow Spiller, right? Surely. And then in Region 4, having Shadow on again makes it very scary, and things like Hellyfish or Satyr Champion or the Boar in Ephyra or the Draken, although you don't want Olympus either. But Shadow's very scary in Region 4 in Dream Dives. So I generally leave it off. So that's about it for this little introductory part. I'm going to do an example Dream Dive speedrun. I might reset a few times, depending, just to get a good enough start where it's an informative run. And then I'm probably going to do also an example Surface and an example Underworld, but I'll probably just make those a different video and just link it down below. Just to not have this video be super giga long instead of already as long, because it's already very long. It's already very long. Let us re-roll with our Frenzy No Shadow setup and enter the Dream Dive.
Nap time.
Finally! No, wait. Sweet dreams.
Dream Dives cannot start in Ephyra, cannot start in Erebus.
I dream in
Normally I would reset a Thessaly start, but I'm just gonna see what the build is, because having a more interesting build is probably more informative, and I don't want to reset that much. But yeah, you cannot start in Ephyra or Erebus. You cannot start in the region that your previous Dream Dive started in. And right now my previous Dream Dive started in Olympus, so we cannot start in Olympus. That's generally the setup I run for speedrunning, because Olympus is bad and you never want Olympus. We take Wicked Onslaught from the Hammer. Of course, it's very good. For room clear, generally just using your Omega to clear small enemies, using Triad when applicable. You want extra magic here over the health for sure. This is an Icarus. Icarus is really good. Latest model on Wicked Onslaught is very good. It's plus 10 extra power. NPC encounters like Icarus and Heracles and such pause the timer, so we like to see those in IGT runs. Excuse me. Saved a little bit of time by letting Icarus kill that one, but that's okay. We don't see latest model. We'll take Explosive Intent again. Extra damage for a cost increase. We like to take cost increases for extra damage. The protective coating is also very strong, especially in high fear. We are going to need a gain soon, though, because of that Explosive Intent take.
Hermes Hermes must be in the area.
Not a great shrine there, unfortunately. Again, just using the Omega and the Triad to clear runes. Mostly the Omega, but using the Triad on larger targets. On Thessaly boats, you can use your Omega cast before the enemies spawn in if you have magic to do so. I probably shouldn't have there because I don't have a game. But it's something to do if you have the magic sustain to do so, just for some extra damage. Hello, Apollo. Apollo's very good to see. We want attack, and if we don't get attack, you know, hopefully we get a gain on rush.
In the name of Hades.
A very nice attack.
Not moonlight, that's for sure.
We will be playing out this run for you. I'm glad about that. Cersei, we want the extra, the familiar boost from Cersei generally. We didn't get it, but what it does, offerings, on when you're running Rocky, it gives you 4% extra crit chance. That's double Rocky's innate crit chance. It's very good. That's what we want to take in any fear when you're running Rocky. It's very good. Other good things, extra damage here, extra dodge here. If you're running Gale and High Fear, you want the dodge, because the dodge here is more dodge than the dodge increase here. Or Black Knight Banishment, of course, is very strong in High Fear. In any fear, you of course don't take it, because it just turns off Frenzy, and that's bad. It's like this, it's usually not great, but a little extra magic, and then a little extra damage from Rarefying Origination. That's a pretty good hit. That's probably one of the better hits from that. The red citrine, the activating an Arcana is not great in general, in any fear specifically, because it could turn on death, and if you turn on death, you lose strength, and therefore you lose damage. We're not having a very lucky Thessaly, unfortunately. Lots of double boat encounters. That's okay.
You see?
In Thessaly, you can hit. You can have either, or you are almost guaranteed to hit either Cersei or mid shop. We hit Cersei there, and not mid shop. Occasionally, very rarely, you can see both, and extremely rarely you can see neither. But that's extremely rare. We don't have a gain yet. That's kind of unfortunate. But we'll take cast here, and take magic here. In the Dream Dives, you also have the elements in the shop. They can be worth buying. We don't have Hera in this pool, but we might get Hera in the pool, so I will buy the Earth in case we need it for a proper upbringing or something. Eris, I will pause because you don't get dialogues in Dream Dives. Eris, general game plan is just run up to her, try at her until she phases, and then between phases, we O-cast, and we can O-cast. We phase quickly because it's region 1 and it's scaled down 9%. You can O-cast in between phases for a little extra damage. You also don't really have the magic to O-cast, so that's fine. I'm way over here. I'm forgetting it. And then for phase 4, we want to hug this pillar so that she's more likely to fly down near us. Pretty easy. Pretty easy boss, as expected.
Dream version of Eris.
On to the next region. In Dream Dives, you also cannot hit vanilla connections, such as, like, the next region will not be Olympus, because Thessaly normally leads into Olympus. In the Dream Dive, it will not be Olympus, which is good. Like, we don't like Olympus. Olympus is very slow and very bad. Region 2, we take Fig Leaf, of course.
Not thirsty, but hey.
Look in the well. Don't see anything? That's fine. We get Tartarus. Tartarus is generally a quicker one as well, assuming we get, you know, not bad room RNG. Problem with Tartarus is you don't get boons outside of side rooms, and we don't want to take side rooms. I didn't pick room 1, unfortunately. Picking room 1 is generally preferred in Tartarus, because room 1 has no armored enemies, and has just more enemies than usual. If we were region 1 Tartarus, I would probably take Hades here. Even though it increases encounter depth, and therefore making future encounters more likely to be longer. The hitting Gygaro's dash in region 1 Allows you to one-shot skulls, and the skulls and Tartarus teleport around and are very annoying. Gyro Stash is extremely valuable. I'm not going to take it here, I don't think, because I don't think it would be worth it. But maybe Gyro Stash would still be worth it. Or Unseen Iron. But I'm not going to take it. Because it would make future encounters more likely to be longer as well. Again, when clearing rooms, we're just mostly using our Omega. Especially with Apollo attack, covers a very wide area. On any larger targets, we'll use Triad, but that's not super common. Our Omega failed to target there because the rats were summoning in. That happens on occasion. It's just annoying. Not much you can do about it.
Just a few chambers left.
Now here's our Fig, no Scan, and Tartarus. Do we hit Nemesis? We don't hit Nemesis. You are extremely likely to hit Nemesis and Tartarus. In all runs, but especially in Dream Dive, because you can hit Tartarus earlier. But we didn't hit Nemesis, which is interesting. Very interesting. We want Flood Gain here. This is a very unlucky end shot. You can get 3 boons here. We missed a boon, and surely this is a Flood Gain. Thank you for the Flood Gain. Taking Ares would be a 5-god pool. We don't have a special open, so I don't really want Ares. So I'm not going to buy Ares, and we just have a lot of money left over. I will buy the elements, of course, just in case. We need them for a tall order. And then also we do have Hestia in the pool, so that would upgrade Slow Cooker, which we do want to hit, because Slow Cooker is very good. Bump. Oh god, wow! Kronos, when he's scaled down, is very easy to phase, especially because his build has quite a bit of damage. But it's just, again, it's just Triading. Bit unlucky there. We missed out on the extra damage enough to phase him. Unfortunate. A little bit of a misplay. Here, we want to do as much damage as possible to Kronos before he does the one-shot. We did phase him in time. If we didn't phase him in time, we wouldn't even die, because we do have we had a Lover's Charge still. Into his triple dash, which is very unlucky. And I ran into the time level. Not playing this fight very well, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. That's alright.
Shall not forget.
Region 2 down. Next region could be any region we have not already had, because Tartarus does not connect into anything. In Dream Dives, there are 5 generally quick regions of Tartarus, Summit, Ephyra, Oceanus, and Fields. We don't want to hit Erebus. We don't want to hit Thessaly. We already hit Thessaly. We don't want to hit Olympus. So here I'm going to take Droplet.
This one.
Droplet is a very good thing to hit in Region 3 for the Morrigan. Channel speed's nice. Move speed's nice, especially if you hit a Fields Region 3.
I'm guessing Olympus.
Ephyra is very good to see. Ephyra is generally quick, and you get a lot of boons. See, taking this is actually fine, because Hephaestus is a very good god to get more boons of. Chamber 2 of Ephyra is not actually that slow almost all the time, so the Chaos doesn't actually save you that much time. Chaos, of course, is still a time save, but it's just generally weighting how much does this reward matter versus how much do you want the Chaos time skip. Hephaestus is a very good take here. If this was Apollo, I would take it. I don't think I'm going to take Hephaestus, though. It's very tempting. It's very, very tempting. But I will take the Chaos
Mighty
instead.
chaos. Is existence but a dream?
This is very good. We could take this or this. I'm going to take this because this is scary. And extra damage, very good. Ephyra's rooms are interesting, where while the rewards are randomized, each room location is like the same room layout, and the amount of enemies within varies a little bit, but can be similar to other runs. So that Hephaestus boon, that Hephaestus room, On the far left is a very good room in almost every run. Like, it's not going to be that fastest reward in every run, but that room, if you get that room in a run, it's most likely to be very good. We have 5 good rooms here. We need to take 6 rooms. So unfortunately, we are going to take that Poseidon over there. There is a map guide picture thing that I will link in the description below from the speedrun Discord. We have Heracles here. That's fine. Because we hit Heracles here, we cannot hit Artemis in the next 2 encounters in Ephyra. And Artemis can only appear in the double health or the double magic rooms, so we are going to make sure to avoid taking the double... Well, we're taking one of those, I don't remember which one. We're going to avoid taking it until we have cleared 2 other encounters, so that we have a chance to get Artemis still. Wait in this menu until Heracles jumps away, so that we don't lose time, because timers pause while we're in the menu. We take Furnace Blast here. That is Origination, and it's also one step closer to the Premium service.
Not an option.
Yeah, we're not going to take that health yet. Probably going to take it last, actually, now. Take Hestia next. Our Feig. I would have preferred to Feig the Poseidon room, but, you know, at least we didn't get scammed. Flash Fry is very good. Slow Cooker's also very good. I'm going to hit Slow Cooker, because we do have quite a bit of fires. Take the Fountain, because we won't need it. And then this is our bad room, unfortunately. Very big, very spread out. Not good. But it could have been much worse. We want Hydraulic Might here. Hydraulic Might is very strong in speedrunning. It's very, very good. Lots of extra damage at the beginning of each encounter. When we're clearing each encounter very quickly, it's just lots of damage. I'm gonna hit Traces of Spirit here. We're probably good on magic, but more magic never hurts, and I don't think we need the wealth. If we got the wealth instead, we would probably spend it on magic. Follow here, we're looking for Blinding Rush, ideally, for more consistent origination, and for more speed. Again, just using Omegas to clear the room, occasionally triggering Triads. We don't want the Gain Replace, because our Gain is fine. Prominence Flare, Supernova, both help open exceptional talents. I will take Prominence Flare because it upgrades Slow Cooker.
Good.
Now we go to the health room, hope for Artemis. No Artemis, unfortunately. That's okay. Pretty fine room, regardless. On to Region 3 Polyphemus. Scaled up quite a bit. We'll have lots of health, but that's alright. We want Blinding Rush. Thank you for Blinding Rush. We now have Exceptional Talent open. So that'd be cool to hit. That would be pretty cool if we hit that before the end of the run. Buy the armor just in case we keep it through the boss. Probably won't, but, you know, we'll see. Polyphemus, again, mostly just run up to him and hit him with lots of Triads. Do up quite a bit of damage. Oh, cast between phases. He jumps out of it, that's alright. It happens. Unlucky pattern. We generally don't want him to do the jumping, and we have our cast down, so we can't O-cast. Oh well. Just Triads. There goes the armor, unfortunately. Not able to keep it, because he did the jump around patterns too many times. That's alright. I could have played better too. On to the next region, we will be picking up the White Antler, of course. And hopefully we don't die.
What is this place?
White Antler gives us the 30%. I'm gonna buy that. We do have extra gold. Why not? I didn't need to buy the extra Archaic Seal though. I'm not sure why I bought that. Summit. Summit is quite dangerous. But surely we'll be fine. Surely we're fine. We want the big room one. We didn't big room one, unfortunately. At least there's no Dragons. one polyp being obnoxious, as always. Big room 2, that's okay. We'll take our second hammer here. Spawn a Typhon. Try to iframe the dash attack that he has, and then just try to dodge around it while triggering triads. It's very scary. Just requires practice to not die. I still die occasionally to spawn a Typhon. It happens. We hit sweeping. That's huge. That is a huge damage increase. Polyps again. Move erratically, kind of spooky, but not too bad. Very odd pathing from that bird. Not sure why it just stopped for no reason. Very odd. Can I see the doors? Poseidon could be like a seismic servo or something, but that's... Poseidon's actually Beach Ball. We'll take Poseidon because Beach Ball is funny. Tail, we O-cast where it's landing, and we try not to die. Try a chicken. Try not to die. Try a chicken. Tail is very, very scary. I played it a little bit slow there just to not die. It's a lot safer if you have something that gives you safety, like Trusty Shield or Security System. Ideally, we just hit the Eye of Typhon, where it's a lot easier. I'll just take Geyser Spout. Bit of extra damage on the O-cast we will do in the Typhon fight. What we got here? Lots of upgrades to Slow Cooker. Lots of damage. And the Snuff Candle for even more damage. Oh, wait. No armor, unfortunately.
Very well.
That was something they changed. Is you can now get double health here. It used to be guaranteed 1 health and 1 armor, assuming you were running strength and not death. You can no longer get double, or you can no longer be guaranteed an armor, which is interesting. We should be fine though. We have lots of damage, and surely I'm not gonna die to R4 Typhon. Typhon's the easy part of Summit, assuming my inputs don't get eaten, my Omegas actually work. But yeah, we do so much damage right now. Unfortunate egg pattern, but that's alright. That's alright. O-cast between phases, throw a special and attack. When he becomes vulnerable, trigger lots of extra triads. Is generally the game plan there. The also in post-release patch 2, they changed Typhon's hitbox during the staggered phase. It used to be like a double hitbox. It used to be hitting double damage. They removed that, and I didn't think it was in the patch. I didn't see it in the patch notes. It's very interesting. But still easy enough. Still not hard. Almost ran out of magic, but we got our flood game back. Using quite a bit of lovers there, but that's alright. That's what they're there for. Pretty okay run. Not bad. Fun build. Definitely good enough. Anyway,
My worries melt away.
thank y'all for watching. If you made it this far, appreciate all of you very, very much. Again, I will be having videos linked below for an example surface, an example underworld. If you would like to see those, feel free to give them a watch. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye bye.